Oftentimes, when thinking about our health, we tend to overlook our internal health, including the health of our heart. Every year, 1 out of every 4 deaths is caused by heart disease. This makes heart disease the #1 killer of Americans annually. Heart disease affects both men and women at any age. Before we are even born, our hearts are working to pump life throughout our bodies. So why not take time to make our heart health a priority? Doing so can save our lives. So what exactly is heart disease? Heart disease is a very broad term, and it includes any ailment of the heart. There are 4 main branches of heart disease that these ailments can fall under. The first branch are ailments of the blood vessels, the second, ailments of the heart rhythm, the third, ailments of the heart muscle, and the fourth are congenital defects, and these are heart problems that somebody could be born with. The most common ailment of the heart falls under the first branch. That's ailments of the arteries. This is often caused from plaque buildup, which causes blockages within the vessels of the heart. And it makes it very hard for an adequate amount of blood to pump through the heart. Oftentimes, the narrowing of these vessels will cause a heart attack. Every year, over 400,000 Americans will suffer from a heart attack, and this statistic was taken from the Center for Disease Control. People tend to brush off chest pain and simply reason it as being caused from heartburn or even indigestion. But early detection and knowing the signs can save your life. When a person is suffering from a heart attack, one of the first symptoms is chest pain or chest discomfort. There is often a feeling of tightness in the chest, and there may even be pain in your breathing. Someone suffering from a heart attack may also suffer from referred pain. Referred pain is felt in another part of the body, but is actually originated from somewhere else. So your heart may be hurting, but you may be feeling pain most commonly in your arms, your back, your neck, your jaw, or even your stomach. When a person is suffering a heart attack, they may not have referred pain depending on how mild or how little it is. Other symptoms include shortness of breath, nausea, lightheadedness, and they may even break out into a cold sweat. Here is a list of all those symptoms, and this is from the Mayo Clinic. Knowing these symptoms can help you recognize the problem and take the necessary steps needed to get help. If you believe you are suffering from a heart attack, immediately call 911 for an ambulance. Never try to drive yourself. This can only put you in more danger and also the other people on the road. While waiting, remain as calm as possible. Getting worked up will only put more stress on your heart and make your symptoms more severe. Also, Bayer Aspirin recommends chewing an aspirin tablet if you think you're having a heart attack. The aspirin will thin your blood enough to temporarily alleviate the symptoms, giving you a little more time for help to arrive. Now that we know what to watch for, who is most likely to be affected by a heart attack? As I stated earlier, both men and women can have heart attacks, but men are at a slightly higher risk. Dr. Young, a cardiologist from Youngstown, states that a man's chance of heart attack will increase at age 55, while a woman's chance of having a heart attack increases at age 65. This is a commonly used statistic, but a person of any age can suffer from a heart attack. According to the CDC, 49% of Americans currently have one of the 3 major risk factors of a heart attack. Your chances of having a heart attack will increase if you have hypertension, which is high blood pressure, high or bad cholesterol, and also if you use tobacco. Having high cholesterol and high blood pressure are both hereditary, so knowing your family's history can also really help you take the right steps to reducing your risk of heart attack. High blood pressure puts extra stress on the heart and can cause your blood vessels to weaken and causing ruptures. And bad cholesterol will build up into your arteries, and this is what causes the blockages in the blood vessels. The American Heart Association has set up the ABCs of prevention. And they are avoiding tobacco use, because tobacco does not only affect your heart, it will build up throughout your heart and weaken the muscle, but it will also affect the rest of your body as well. Becoming more active. Your heart is a muscle, so when you're working out, you're not only working out the muscles you can see, but you're working out your internal muscles as well. And choosing good nutrition. Eating healthy is going to benefit your heart greatly. Following these simple steps and getting the right amount of sleep can significantly improve your heart health and your overall health as well. So, if you do have a heart attack, what should you expect? Once at the hospital, most likely you will be put on a medication and you will be examined by a physician. The test they will most likely order is a perfusion test. Medline.net describes this best, and it is a radioactive chemical that is injected intravenously, and once that travels throughout your heart, you will be put under a radioactive imaging machine, and it will be able to trace where the chemical has gone through your heart and will show any weak spots and any places where you might have a blockage. From there, they may be able to determine if you need surgery, if medication can fix it, or any other steps that may be needed. Like I stated earlier, 1 out of every 4 Americans will die from heart disease. But knowing your ABCs and knowing your family history can greatly prevent your risk of heart disease. So thank you for listening. Ta-da. That was a long one.
It was.
What time? Shut it off first.
7 minutes.